everyone, and welcome to the Cultured Swine Podcast, where we talk about things that are happening in the entertainment industry. Before we get started, we do have a few announcements before we start the episode. First off, we do have our social media accounts set up. Our Twitter is set up, and our Instagram accounts have been set up. And you can keep up with notifications and funny pictures that we may post on those. Also, we have plans for setting up cameras in the future in order for you guys to actually see our faces and make those podcasts more lively. And with those brief announcements, we do want to get started into this podcast. And today, as always, we have Chris here with us.
Hello guys, what's going on? Back again.
Yeah, you excited for episode 2 right now?
Oh yeah, this one's I'm really definitely excited for.
Yeah, so we have a few topics that we want to talk about today, starting with Halloween and then some other video game stuff. And by Halloween, I don't mean the actual holiday, but the movie Halloween.
Yeah.
Michael Myers.
Yep.
And Chris, have you always been a fan of Michael Myers and the Halloween movies and stuff like that?
Okay, good question to start. Well, when it came to slasher movies or like kind of horror-esque like type of genre like that fashion, I usually gravitated more towards Jason and Freddy. I mean, Freddy was a sick bastard. And then Jason's just like an unkillable superhuman. I just thought it was really interesting, those two guys, and with the whole, like, their little backstory. And I know because they had remakes too. But for Halloween... And my phone goes off, I apologize. And for Halloween, I never really paid attention to Michael Myers. I always knew who he was, but like I never really watched the movies. And I know the one in late 70s of Jamie Lee Curtis, the very first one, that was it came out in 78, 79, I believe. I never saw it, actually, believe it or not. And after that, they came out with a bunch of different sequels, but I guess like they changed the story in a way and like stayed away, but like deviated, by a better term, from the first Halloween movie. But with the newest one, it's 40 years later. Pretty much Jamie Lee Curtis is like a grandmother now, and she has like a family, but she's like from like ostracized from. We'll get into that in a little bit. But I saw that. I liked it a lot. I thought it was really cool for different reasons. And let's delve into that.
Yeah.
To answer your question.
And before we get more into this, so there are spoilers in our podcast, and we don't want to spoil it for you guys. So if you are not interested in spoilers, we suggest maybe not listening to the podcast until you've seen the movie and kind of want to get our opinions on what we think about the movies. Going back to your opinions, and not really your opinions, but your views on the killers and stuff, I'm surprised that you actually didn't have more interest into Michael Myers, because if you ask me, I'm not a professional or like big enthusiast of these slasher monsters. I mean, I've gotten more into them in recent times, but as a kid, I was always afraid to watch those kinds of movies and stuff. You were saying like Jason is an unkillable monster person, but isn't technically Michael Myers also, because doesn't he get shot and beat and run over in all those previous movies and stuff as well?
That's true. Actually, I didn't think about that. But I guess it kind of show you that I don't really know him that much.
Yeah.
So it's just like, if I did, let's say, then I would be like, oh, they're kind of like the same thing, kind of, but like a little different.
They have masks.
Yeah, they have masks and they're tall and they're murderous. So hey, that's a cool thing.
They're large, very large.
Yikes.
But yeah, I've never really I recognize some stuff because over the years I've occasionally come across the Halloween movies and was like, oh, I'm curious about it and I'll watch it. And I liked, from what I remember the first scene where Jason kills his sister. It's his sister, right? In the Halloween mask, she's like getting changed or something.
Wait, are you talking about Michael Myers or
am I saying
Jason?
Michael Myers. Michael Myers.
Triggered.
Michael Myers. I correct myself. I apologize. But yeah, isn't that the first scene that you watch? Isn't that in the first movie where he's killing his sister?
I would believe so. Like I said before, I haven't really seen it.
Yeah,
but they do reference it in the new one.
They do. That's why. I've seen that scene, and I think it's his sister. I'm pretty sure it's his sister.
Yeah.
Which is funny because when me and my girlfriend went to watch the movie, I thought that Laurie Strode was his sister, and I corrected myself later on.
Oh, that would change it drastically.
That's we just know so much about this killer, and we were kind of more interested in it when the trailer came out, and kind of wanted to get more into the character.
Oh yeah.
But I remember watching the old movies and seeing like his old therapist, and his therapist being like, "You need to kill this guy. There's no curing him. You have to kill him," and him hunting Michael down, and then there was like the drawings of him in the movie.
Right.
It's like a little pen and ink drawing of him, and then there's like a little radio dialogue playing over it, so it's kind of like showing who it is. And then they also have the flashback of him,
of course,
killing his sister. But yeah, it was pretty interesting, and definitely for a mature audience, I would say.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
Not for kids, not for young kids. I know more kids have been able to go see these things more recently, and people being open-minded towards those things, and just reassuring them that it's not real and don't follow this kind of path.
Yeah, don't kill small animals.
Don't do that. That's not cool. Going back to the movie, I was really impressed with the first scene of the movie. The psycho asylum, psycho ward.
That was interesting.
Whatever
scene.
it was.
Too.
Because he's been in there for 40 years, and it was a eerie scene. It was creepy. It was really creepy, but it wasn't like anything to be like, oh my gosh, what's gonna pop out right now. Although they did give some intense music that it seemed like something was gonna pop out. But when the reporter guy pulls out the mask, and is like, you can feel it, you can feel the mask, and then all the other inmates are kind of like freaking out about it, makes it kind of seem like how did they know? How did they know to start reacting that way when that mask was pulled out? How did they know about who Michael Myers was and what he's been doing? And I don't know if there's like some presence about him that these people can see, and they're like, stay away from him, because it's said that he doesn't talk, and throughout the movie they're trying to get him to talk, say something. The one psychologist guy. And that's why I was just kind of like, whoa, this is really creepy, because all these people are reacting to this mask as if they know something. And I was like wanting to know more. Like, why do these guys know about Michael Myers?
Okay, that's very interesting you bring that up, Nick, because I also thought the same thing with the first scene when I saw with my family. And because the mask, it like... He's already like a crazy person already by himself, but like the mask adds like another layer to like his insanity and like murderous rage, I guess, for lack of a better phrase or term. But it kind of like resonates like this type of like force that like it's drawn by evil, because he's pretty much evil incarnate with a mask on. Like, he'll kill anybody in his path because screw it, why, who cares? He's just like, I'm just gonna hang this girl or just cut her head off or anything. But he doesn't like do it like that. But I mean, like, that's an example, but
of his evil.
Because he's, like I said, like, evil incarnate. Like, that's why the psychologist in the first movie wanted him just to die, because he's literally like the symbol of evil. Like, as long as this guy's around, like, no one's safe. And of course, like, this funny pun intended, like the movie as it follows that's the case with the town during Halloween night. It's like, holy shit. Like, Michael Myers is here. We gotta do something about this,
He is killing things right now as we speak.
Yeah.
And we don't know, because everything looks like Halloween.
Yeah. So, I mean, what do you do, though? Like, because in the movie, too, it's a small town, so everybody knows what happened. And, like, of course, Jamie Lee Curtis's character, like, what's her first name? Laurie, right?
Laurie.
Yeah, Laurie. Like, she's, like, the town crazy. Like, she's, like, outcasted. That's why she had, like, this whole...
fortress.
But it's okay. Yeah, basically a fortress. Not because of that reason, but just kind of like preparing the day when Michael gets released, and like so she can kill him herself.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that scene as well. Situation.
That was intense, that scene. And but yeah, I mean, she has the firsthand experience with him, because he attempted to kill her
right
in his past, and she was like kind of the one that got away.
Oh yeah, all our friends
he
died.
was like, I need to fill this void. She's the only one that successfully escaped me, and I need to get her.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what, before I can die and rest in peace.
Yeah.
I need to get Laurie Strode, and she is my number one goal, and I will do anything to get to her, even if that means cutting down the whole town.
Yeah, and that. Oh yeah, I just want to say one thing too. Like, when I saw the trailer for the movie, I heard that there was an article saying that like one of the scenes in the movie was a continuous scene. Like, you know, usually like for movies when they take scenes and stuff, it's just like edited together. It's like this person was here now, he comes out this room, whatever. Yeah. They actually followed him through one of the scenes in the movie, like straight.
Oh, when he's walking through the street.
Yeah. That was okay. I love movies for that reason. Like, I thought that was super cool and did that because
it's like his point of view.
Yeah, and that's like, I think more movies need to do that too. You know, not just like this is like a different tangent about movie cinematography, but I just thought that was really cool, and I was just really into it. I'm like, whoa, what's he gonna do next? You know. And I never do it with movies ever. I'm just kind of like, meh, okay, whatever. Yeah. This movie, I was like, holy shit, this is badass.
Let's get on, get some more juice.
Yeah, I want to see the juices flowing. But
one thing that kept me, like, the anticipation of it showing his face.
Oh, that too, yeah. They hinted at it the whole time.
Yeah, I know. They showed, like, the corner of his eye was, like, he looked like he got his eye cut.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Like, his eye was cut and his eye was all white, and I kept expecting them to eventually show his face. Like, I mean, even the doctor took his mask off. But, like... one scene, and then he was in the car with what's her name? The
granddaughter.
The granddaughter.
Oh, that's like one of the craziest parts of the movie.
Yeah,
I think it's actually like I think it's like one of the top 3 parts of the movie that I really like was like holy whoa, like I didn't expect that to happen.
Yeah, it was. I mean, he
was
sitting right there without his mask on, and then all of a sudden his mask was on. And it's like that's the character, Michael Myers.
Mm-hmm.
He's not who he is underneath the mask. He's just what you were saying, a physical embodiment of evil.
Yeah.
And evil can't be seen
exactly
like its true form.
Exactly.
Basically. As they're kind of hiding evil's true form through this mask that could basically show what people think evil looks like, but they can't see it really for real. Those scenes were crazy without his mask on, and when he was actually putting his mask on, I was like, that's so cool. That's such a cool scene where they put the angle where he's opening the trunk and then putting it down with the mask on. And I can't believe he got away with all that murder in the broad daylight on a busy street right there, and nobody be like, oh, yeah, that's just normal that he's putting his mask on right now before it's nighttime.
Wait, who's that guy?
Who's this 7-foot dude putting a mask on right now?
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, that bathroom scene was intense, and just brooding monster that he is, taking a crowbar to the shoulder by the reporter.
Oh yeah,
and just turning it around and making it a gory mess.
What's actually interesting. I don't know if you knew or from watching it or thinking about it after, but actually those two, the man and the woman. Doing the movie and actually got killed in the gas station bathroom. Yeah, they actually did a podcast about him.
Yeah, that's funny.
I didn't know that. I was like, wait, so they're actually not like reporters.
Podcasters.
They're podcasters. I'm like, oh wow, like they're really fucked.
Right, well, just showing now that we shouldn't go be looking for people in these asylums. Yeah, because they'll hunt us down or take their mask.
Yeah,
they'll find us.
Like, is this yours? And then just like as soon follows, we just die.
You can have it. You can have it.
And then our end
I'm done with your story. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, but the movie was awesome. It was just well done, and then the little kid with the babysitter, just some comic relief.
Okay. Okay. I want to talk about that. All right. First off, I didn't expect a horror movie to have a lot of comedy in it.
Yeah.
Okay. That was really unexpected. I know. Also, a funny thing to know. The actor / director / producer, I guess now, is Danny McBride.
Yeah.
He actually had a hand to write in the movie, which I was really shocked about that, and I was just like, "Whoa, that's really weird," because you expect him to see like really raunchy like comedy skits and movies. Like This Is the End is one of them. He did a show called Eastbound and Down. He's like a baseball player. Or
he's well known in everything. Land of the Lost, lots of stuff.
Yeah.
30 minutes or less. The pizza one.
Yeah.
The bomb and
that's
stuff.
true.
Yeah, I mean, I when you told me that, I was like, what, really?
Yeah.
I didn't look it up to see if it was true.
It's true. It's true. Oh yeah.
All
right. Mark me. Look it up when this when this is a thing. Look it up. I want to hear about it.
That's very cool. So is he? I wonder if he's trying to get more into the horror genre. Maybe he's tired of the comedy thing, but yeah, I mean, you can definitely tell there was a little. I mean, not a little, but there was a few comedy things in the movie with the little kid and him being like a potty mouth and cussing and saying shit, bye. So, you're gonna die tonight, bye, I'm gonna leave, you go first, you send him, there's a 700-foot dude in the closet right now.
Send Dave, you're gonna die, Dave.
Send Dave. He's gonna get stuck to the wall later.
Yeah.
And then even the devil guy, the friend of the girl. I can't remember the girl's name. I can't remember the young girl's name.
Yeah, Laurie's granddaughter.
What is her name? But I mean, anyway. Side note. Her
high school
boyfriend's. I mean her boyfriend's.
Yeah.
Quote boyfriend, because he ends up cheating on her
at the school dance of all places,
right in front of her.
And she okay, sorry, I'm interrupting, but like she also like mentions that like, oh, like he's drinking again. Like she knows that he's done this stuff before. I'm like, why would you want to still be with somebody that does like these bad habits? I'm like you're not really helping yourself, and literally just put on just a display of cheating. I'm like, I wouldn't condone that shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell? And then like his friend tries to take advantage of her. And he's just like, wait, so you don't like me?
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, what were you getting?
He was the comic relief, because I mean, he's just like dorky, and then he's like sitting in the middle, and then the light shines on him. He's like, who's there? And just that whole SpongeBob meme, like.
I love that meme, the caveman meme.
Caveman meme.
Oh, that's the best
SpongeBob.
Love that meme.
But he's like, who's there? And she's like, it's motion sensor, dumbass. And it kind of keeps going on, and then how does he get on the ground? He's like sitting on the ground. I forgot how he got sat on the ground. Did she slap him again or something? I don't know. He was on the ground anyway, and he's sitting there by himself after she kind of hopped over the fence and started going down the street.
Because he's hammered right now.
And then he turns over his shoulder from where they came, and behind the tree is standing Michael Myers, just looking at him in the shadow of the tree. And then I thought this scene was like really good too. Was like you're not expecting the motion sensor to turn off because you're there.
Yeah,
and then the motion sensor turns off, and then he stands up. He's like, all right, I'm going, and then he stands up, and the motion sensor turns on, and then you can hear the breathing before you even see him. You hear the breathing through the mask, and you're like, oh, he's right next to him now. And he's like, oh, whoa, dude, okay, I'm chilling. You're kind of freaking me out. You're acting weird. And then the light goes out again, and then it's the next scene is just a cut to action, pretty much.
Pun intended.
Cut to action, knife down. Did he stab him? Oh no, he slices him. He slices his arm.
Yeah.
He slices his arm, and then he's like, "Oh my god, I gotta run!" Runs to the fence.
I gotta waddle to the gate.
Runs over to the fence, gets caught on the fence, and then all hell breaks loose. While Allison is her name.
Oh, okay.
Allison is her name.
Nice.
I just remembered. Allison hears him screaming like bloody murder, like, oh my god, help me! And runs back over, and that was super cool. Like, she finds him, like, it was pretty gory. I'm not going to get into detail about where he was impaled.
Yeah,
but
wrecked.
She was just looking at him at the gate, and then Michael Myers comes out from like the thick part of the gate. I mean, not the thick part of the wall where you can't see through the wall. And then there's like that like really loud sound that they put for the music. And I thought that was super cool because it's like intense, thick, ear-piercing sound, but it sounds good at the same time. You're like, oh, you gotta run.
Yeah.
And
music cues.
yeah, and the music cues were really good, and yeah, I mean, just really cool. And then fast forwarding to the, she runs down to the forest and finally gets to the grandmother's house, and she's already, all hell's breaking loose at the grandmother's house, and hiding down in the basement. The grandma and the mom are like preparing for him.
Yeah, because she has a bunch of guns down in the basement.
Guns down in the basement. It's like it's a fortress with an armory in it.
Yeah, literally. It's kind of crazy.
And but yeah, I mean, and that was an intense scene too. The whole entire house scene, just, you're like, oh my gosh, there's so many dark shadows. Why is there dark corners around every single part of this house?
Oh, the mannequins.
Yeah, the mannequins. Why? Mannequins everywhere, and you're just not prepared for it.
Yeah. Was it Silent Hill?
Yeah. And then, I mean, it gets all intense, and she's chasing him through the house. I mean, not chasing him, but looking for him through the house. And then she's got the gates, so when she checks a room, she can close it off, and nobody can hide back inside that room, or whoever, if she missed it, is still trapped in that room. And then it gets around to the point where Allison gets to the house, and she has no idea what's going on. Michael Myers is upstairs while the mom is downstairs, after Michael Myers threw the grandma out the window, and then she pulled a slasher move by disappearing from the yard. But the mom takes her down takes Allison down into the basement and hide back down there, and then conveniently Mr. Myers finds out that they're underneath the kitchen and just starts lifting up the counter, ripping it off and throwing it to the side. And then that really cool like empowerment scene where the mom starts fake crying. She's like,
there's a whole giant reason behind that too. She's
like, oh yeah, it was a trick. I mean, obviously, but she's like, Mom, I can't do it. I can't. And then Michael Myers picks this out, and she's like, gotcha, bitch. Shoots him in the side of the head, and I'm like, okay, he's dead now. But nope. And then gets kicked down into the basement later, and then they trap him.
Yeah, set him on fire. But yet they leave the house, not even making sure if he actually burned alive or not. So sequel possibly, quote unquote, question mark.
Possibly. It doesn't show anything after that. Nothing at all. It didn't even show like a hand coming out of the dust or anything.
Nothing. Just a house on fire.
But, I mean, evil has an agenda, and that agenda is not checked off.
Yeah.
Laurie Strode is still alive, and he will get her in some way, some fashion. But I mean, who knows? I don't know how many years it will be until the next one. She could be dead, and then Michael Myers' main mission is to just destroy the whole entire Strode family. But yeah, the movie was awesome. I definitely enjoyed it. It was intense, exciting, suspenseful, and really good story, I thought.
Yeah. There's just some things I want to mention too, but you actually didn't talk about yet. The reason, what I thought, when the mom was crying, say she couldn't do it, she actually is because when she was growing up with Laurie, she's trying to teach her how to defend herself, and she's 12 years old, fixing guns and cleaning them and actually testing traps out and stuff like that. That was her childhood, so it kind of made her of course child services got called, and that's why she was taken away. So she has a bad relationship with her mom, Jamie Lee Curtis, and then so I was wondering at the very end, she's like, oh, come back home, where everything started, which everything came full circle for her, in her life. Is that she hated that place, but yet she had to go back there and actually save the day, quote unquote, But I really thought that she actually was worried, and she was she's I can't do it. I thought she was being serious. I didn't think she was gonna joke around. Yeah. Until the last minute, I was like, oh,
I know. Okay, it was a good twist. Really, really instant twist too.
And there's technically 2 twists in the movie. Technically 2. Maybe you can say that the second one's arguably the second one, but definitely one.
Oh, the doctor?
Yeah, okay. I mean, we're spoiling the movie already, so I'll just say it. I thought, okay, this part was totally unexpected. So the psychologist that was assigned to Michael when he was at the hospital,
asylum.
The asylum. he wouldn't really understand like Michael's like
mind.
Yeah, his mind, and like trying to figure out like why he thinks the way he do, why he acts the way he does,
and how he can't, and him not talking.
Yeah, like why is he a mute? And he said like he can talk, but he just doesn't choose to. So that's the reason why. So the whole time he's like the movie progresses, he's just like, I gotta find Michael. I gotta know why he's like this. And I find them. They don't want to kill him either. They just want to kill him because he wants to like just examine him like why he's the way he is. Not like in like a cadaver way.
Yeah.
But of course, like the police officer, I actually like the actor a lot. I used to watch him in different stuff. But aside from that, he kills the officer, and and then I was just like, wait, what the hell?
Your jaw dropped down to your seat. Like,
what? Yeah, I was like, oh my! I was like, I didn't see that coming at all. And of course, Allison was with him at the same time. So she's seen this too.
And she's trapped in the back of the car.
Yeah, like as what Nick mentioned earlier. Like when he's in the car with them, and
he doesn't have his mask.
Doesn't have a mask on because that's the doctor. That's like the psychiatrist, I guess. Pretty much like puts his mask on. He's like, oh, I know what it feels like now. After killing the sheriff.
Like, wow.
Yeah. So now he like understands his psyche, like why he's the way he is. And I didn't expect that at all. And then like towards the very end of the movie, he asks like Michael, he's just like,
just one word,
and like he just like curb stomps him from Gears of War. Yeah, I was like, nice.
Whoa. You can't understand evil. Evil doesn't have a voice. It just does.
Yeah.
But
does and is.
Yeah. I mean, great movie.
Oh.
Really good movie. It makes me... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Something else?
Yeah, one more thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have a lot to talk about this movie. Since this is like a new horror movie, a lot of the music has changed for them, I think. And like they don't use a lot of like kind of like eerie like soundtracks. Mm-hmm. But what really stand apart from this, from like back then, it reminded me a lot of the 80s horror movies. Uh-huh. All the crazy like eerie music and like sound effects and like cues like something bad's gonna happen. I liked how they did it in this movie, but they didn't do it in a cheesy way though.
I mean, they definitely had some homage to the old slasher films, and then even I mean, obviously they had influence today. Like more today's standards is silence.
Yeah.
Silence and suspense, like when she was going through the house.
Right.
I don't if I remember correctly, there was no music playing. It was just quiet and like her breathing and the footsteps of the creaking house.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
And just looking around the house, and that to me has always been scary. Just complete silence, and it definitely you're like, and then it makes that jump scare, those jump scares that they do have, more popping, because then all of a sudden there's like a really loud sound when you're not. I mean, you're expecting it, but you're not when it's gonna happen.
Oh, okay. This is gonna peeve me really hardcore, but like. That's what I don't like about not horror movies nowadays, because okay, the worst for me, I like James Wan's director, like this Conjuring, and like he did Annabelle, The Nun. Okay, this is why I don't like them that much. It's because I like The Conjuring now, but Annabelle and The Nun, not really, because one, the scares were really super like you'll just know it's gonna happen because you can tell how how that's being filmed, like the sound, everything is just like, oh my god, like something's coming. Uh-huh. It's just like, oh, jump scare, oh, jump scare, oh, jump scare. I'm like, oh my god,
you love jump scares. You told me when we went to Horror Nights.
Yeah, I was just like, oh god, I hate getting
sarcastic.
Scared. Yes, I hate getting scared. I get pissed off, but that's a different story for a different day. But I didn't like that. I was just like, was this all the movie is? Like, is this what the strength for the movie is going to be for the audience? I'm like, come on, dude, like you need something better than that.
Yeah,
that's why I like Halloween 2. Because it defies all that. Like it's like its own thing. Like it stands out. So I don't know. Rant over, but yeah.
Yeah, go see the movie. It was definitely entertaining. Like I said, it was just entertaining.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say about it. Prepare to be scared. Prepare for gore. Of course, it's one of those slasher movies. But go see it. With that said, we want to get into our next topic, and that topic is just kind of the sense of, not the sense, but the status, if you will, of video games these days. Me and Chris are going to be probably live streaming Red Dead Redemption pretty soon. We are going to probably I don't know what day we're gonna establish. We'll post it on the Twitter.
The tweeter.
The tweeter.
And the Instagrams probably too.
Somewhere where you guys can get the information. We'll announce it. We'll do a good walkthrough through it. We're big enthusiasts of the first game for sure. And we played hours of that game, and we're excited to get into the second one. And I'm trying to avoid spoilers, not watching any videos or.
It's hard.
I mean, even people telling me about the game, I'm just. Like, oh no, I haven't. I've done nothing.
Plug your ears and
just
don't
tell me about it. I mean, the excitement. Can I say the excitement for Diablo Immortal? Just people were super excited about that. And then even Fallout 76 is coming out pretty soon, and the beta just got, just closed. It hasn't closed?
No, they actually extended it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're
doing it until the last minute.
They're gonna fix some bugs in that because there's been complaints about that.
Mm.
So let me give you a little bit of backstory about me and those two games in particular. Not Red Dead Redemption. We'll talk about that another time. But Fallout and Diablo series games. So my friend actually got me into Diablo. Diablo 3. And that was the first Diablo game that I had ever played because I was a console gamer growing up. I had GameCube and Xbox and then the Wii. He got me into Diablo probably the beginning of high school. So I was probably... how old are you when you go into 14?
15.
14, yeah. 14 years old. And when I was playing it, I was in love. I thought it was such a good game. I was excited, and I played Demon Hunter because I thought that was cool.
Dual crossbows.
Bows and arrows. And the story was beautiful, and the cinematics were amazing as well. I got into the game a lot, and I played it for hours and hours. Not in comparison to my friend. He has like thousands of hours. I don't know, hundreds of hours. But he got me into it, and it was a fun game. It was always fun to play, and I enjoyed playing with my friends. But it's not. This is where people are going to hate me. It's not something that I anticipate like excitement for. Like, I know people are excited for Diablo 4. That's something I can wait for. I'm excited for it, but I'm not like, need it now. I need it now.
Oh.
That's what I'm trying to say. I don't need the game now. I'm not like, take your time on it, make it a good game, because people will complain if it's not a good game. And when it's not a good game, then they're like, now it's just I don't know what I'm trying to say, but like, we're not going to try as hard on it. We're just going to add content and fix bugs and little content things and not make big expansions and then just focus on something later. That's why I kind of give them leeway when they made this mobile game. I give them a little bit of leeway for it because it's been a few years since they've released Reaper of Souls. And do you want... They're working. They're most likely working on Diablo 4, is what I'm trying to say. Do you not believe it?
Well, I'll say my piece when you're done.
Okay,
I got plenty to say.
Anyway,
trust me.
So they're releasing Diablo Immortal, which is a mobile game. Okay, so that makes me when big companies like whoever, I don't know who makes the game, whoever they are making this Diablo game. Blizzard. What am I saying? What the heck? Blizzard makes them.
Yeah.
Blizzard.
Since the late 90s.
Sometimes I think that they're not ready to release something big yet. But they want to get something out there for the fans. For that franchise. Whether it be big or small. And that being said, I think that's why they might have released this mobile game. And they are just trying to make the next game as pleasant as possible and as beautiful as possible as they did the third game. And that's what I kind of have to say about Diablo Immortal and why I think that people are releasing that.
Interesting. Okay. So basically, just sum all up what you just said. You just kind of like, you're not totally against it, but you just want to give it a chance. See what it's going to be like.
Well, I mean,
right?
Not that I have to give it a chance. I probably won't play it at all. Like one of our friends were saying, it's just basically a reskin of the company that's helping them do it.
Yeah.
But I've never been one to play mobile games, so I don't really. I'm not like in dire need of a Diablo game. Is basically what I'm overall saying. So with this game coming out, I'm like, whatever. They just
doesn't phase.
They just released something to get some content out there for the fans, and they just want them to see a little. I mean, it could be just even a little side story. Maybe they're gonna release big Diablo 4 within the next few months. You have no idea. I mean, they just may be teasing you guys about something, and that's why I probably won't play the game at all. I do think that people will play it though. I think that people are curious about the story of all these characters that have been developed over the years, and they probably will play it just for maybe even that lore sense.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, so before I give my opinions about that, I've been a very hardcore Diablo player since I was like 6 or 7 years old. I played a little bit of Diablo 1 when it came out.
You got the tattoos?
Oh yeah, okay. So I got that. I also have a tattoo of Mephisto from Diablo 2, but like an updated version of him. I didn't want to get the old school one. I was kind of like, nah, I'll get a nice updated one. It's like my biggest tattoo actually on my arm, on my sleeve. But so I'm a big fan, as you can see that. But I don't know how I'm gonna start this. Like, first off, I don't apologize to my brother actually, because when we played Diablo 2 on the computer, I accidentally deleted his save and he got really far, so I apologize. And I said it before, but I know you'll listen to this, and I'm sorry. I totally get it now, like the pain. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. When I heard of, so I've been really closely watching BlizzCon, and I wish I could actually have attended it, but thankfully I didn't. I think I would have been like even more like
start throwing chairs.
Yeah, I think I've been more raw of rage. Let's be brutally honest.
This is what I came for.
Yeah, I paid $200 for this. Freak out and get possessed, by demons or Diablo. But like
Leah.
yeah, Leo and Satan. Jeez, Satan, you put your socks in your horns instead. All right, that's a different video. But with Diablo Immortal, like I was very heart-stricken. I don't know if it's like the best term, but like I was very hurt as a fan, to be honest, because I know it sounds funny, but like I wanted Diablo 4 bad.
No,
like,
a lot of people did.
Yeah,
300. I mean, didn't they have like 300,000 dislikes in the first few hours?
Yeah, nice. I applaud that. To be honest, I do. Because what I can understand is Blizzard is for the gamers. Like they're like one of the last companies that actually really care about the fan base, and I feel like a lot of companies struggle with that now. Like, I know Blizzard is doing that, like, well, till now, which just happened recently with Diablo Immortal. That's going to hurt their PR. Also, CG Project Red, which did The Witcher, and also now Cyberpunk coming out. They listen to the fans. Like, they released free DLC, no paid monies for that. No monies, yeah. That was really cool by them. And, that's another topic entirely, that company. But yeah, I don't want a mobile game. I don't think Diablo's will be best suited for mobile. Like, I think that should straight be a PC game. Like, I know they just came out with Nintendo Switch, and that's they ported over that. I like that because you can go on the go with that and play with your friends. But I don't think a mobile game is really optimized for Diablo. I don't think it makes sense for it. Mm-hmm. And it is true, like what you said. Everybody's more hyped for Diablo 4. That's true. I agree with that. I am as well, because I want the Diablo story to finish.
Yeah.
I want Diablo dead for good, because His two brothers
But
died.
then no more Diablo.
That's fine. That's okay. I'm okay with that. I want to have a nice ending that makes sense. Not like something like, oh, we'll keep resurrecting him because, in the story we can, because he never really dies.
Search for more money.
Yeah, the search for more money. That's from Spaceballs. I forget the director's name right now.
Mel Gibson.
What?
Mel Gibson.
Not Mel Gibson.
Not Mel Gibson.
What?
Mel
something.
Mel something.
Yeah, we'll find out later. But, God, so much angstiness. I don't know what to say. Like,
I need Diablo 4. Now.
Yeah, I want Diablo 4. Okay, like that's all it is. And I just think that was a bad idea of making a mobile game. Like, I just don't understand why they did that. I don't know.
So let me get this.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, no, I get it. I know. I get the hype for Diablo, and I understand that it's been for years been out. But what I want to kind of put in, perspective. I could care less about. I could care less about the mobile game. I'm excited for Diablo 4 when it comes out. I'm not need my hands on it now because I want them to do a good job.
Of course.
Which will later kind of go into Fallout 76's beta and people's opinions about that. But what if they didn't make Diablo 4 and they made Diablo Immortal for PC?
Well, that would change my opinion about it.
Would you think it's Diablo 4 though?
No, because they said that Immortal takes place between Diablo 2 and Diablo 3.
Okay, so
there's a 20-year gap.
So
between
basically,
them.
What everybody's kind of like whoa about is why it's a mobile game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, why it's a mobile game, and then plus like I haven't looked into it myself, but I only heard that like from friends that with the whole like developer, like a third-party developer, Chinese developer they're doing with made their own like Diablo mobile games like Diablo, like Diablo. It's
like an RPG.
Yeah, it's not like Diablo itself, but it's a lot like it. It's kind of like a copy.
It's like reskin.
Yeah, basically a reskin. So that's why everybody's pissed off too. Like, wait, what the hell? Like,
come on,
what is this crap?
Yeah. So they just announced that Diablo the old Inferno collection or the Ultimate collection.
I think it's Inferno collection for
something
Switch.
like that for the Switch.
Yeah.
So they've obviously been focusing on optimizing it for the Switch, which could probably take a lot of time for development to focus on.
Right.
And so instead of releasing a game that has already been made and people have enjoyed for years now, and making it suitable for Nintendo Switch players, which created some development dispersal. So, like, some people had to focus on the Switch.
Yeah.
Like, a good portion probably had to focus on the Switch, while some people were like, we need to get something out there. So they're like, okay, maybe we'll just do something small, like a smaller project, and then release Immortal.
Right.
And then we can all come back together with our ideas and create a awesome product, Diablo 4.
Okay.
And make it beautiful and even better than the third one. And then just elaborate together. That's why that's why I'm okay, I'm a little more understanding about what their thought process. I could be completely wrong about all this. Anybody could. That's why I'm a little more leeway with it. I kind of put people's time in perspective, because you can't be throwing games out, and this is kind of inching into Fallout 76. There have been a lot of complaints I've been watching a few YouTube videos here and there about optimization, the graphics, the world, just all kind of crumbling almost, and it's not running well on really powerful PCs, I've heard. And
I've heard that too.
You got the beta. You got the beta for PC and Xbox, and you said that the PC beta wouldn't load, or it would just keep crashing or something.
Yeah. Okay, so so two different things with that. So I mainly got Fallout 76 because I do like the world of Fallout, and I always wanted a multiplayer Fallout for the longest time. Like I wanted like an MMO based to play with my friends. Like I thought that would be the most coolest thing ever. What have we gotten with that? Personally, I still like it. I'll still get a chance. I'll still play it. So here's why.
Well, I'm not really saying that people aren't going to play the game because obviously Bethesda will get on it and optimize it to work correctly. But it gets back to this thing where it's like, are developers just throwing out games because they can?
Well, I mean, yes. But first, before I get that, let me explain my Fallout. Like,
no worries.
Okay, so that's I can talk about quick companies that have done that already in the past. Like on PC, okay, so there's a bug on PC that once you install it, finish installing and play the game, well, the bug literally stops you from playing the game, even starting.
Yeah,
that happened to me. So I was pretty pissed because I have slow internet and it's a really pain in the ass. Yeah. So 4.5 hours later, I tried again, still wouldn't work. Mm-hmm. To this day, that was like a few days ago, still the same thing, won't work for me. So yeah, I'm really mad about that because I want to do a whole YouTube series for Fallout 76.
But I mean, even some people have been able to get onto it.
Yes, I don't know the whole.
So
I don't know
there's
why.
something going around where it's just not working for others, and I mean, it works for the well-known like streamers and
of course. I wonder why though.
But you see, it's kind of like, just get some good hype out there for people that have the fan base and can get it out there, and then some of the people that don't are experiencing crap.
Yeah,
they're just getting crashes. The scenery is just looking buggy, and it's kind of confusing, and they're hoping that, I mean, Bethesda will fix it at some point.
Yeah, I hope so, man. I really do.
But yeah, I mean, getting into my background a little bit about Fallout, I started playing Fallout. The first Fallout game I played was New Vegas.
You played late?
Yeah, I played late. I had a great time playing it. I thought the story was good, and people arguably say that New Vegas was the best one.
I've heard that before.
I can't really say so because I haven't played the first three. I liked 4 too. 4 was fun. At times I got a little like, okay, it's repetitive. I'm getting tired of trying to build. I like to base build, so I try to like spend a lot of time in the base building thing and making a community and stuff. But the games were fun. I enjoyed New Vegas definitely more than 4. And I'm curious about 76 because there's no like main storyline. It's kind of your own exploration, and your own adventure in the wasteland.
That's true.
And that's kind of just my brief background with the game Fallout, and it's always been a game I've been more interested in, but just haven't really played in depth.
Yeah, because I mean, I also have no tattoo of that game as well. I mean, woo! I have a lot of game tattoos. That seems like a big theme here. But my first game was Fallout 3. That came out, and when I first saw it, I was like, whoa! Like this is actually really cool, you know. And then I liked the music. I liked the whole 1930s, 1940s music. Yeah, it really got me really more into it, and I just like the whole setting. You know, it's kind of really messed up. I don't want that to happen. Nuclear fallout, but like it's kind of interesting though. Like, you know, what they did in the game. And I played New Vegas, and I did 4. I also did Fallout Tactics, which is actually before 3, and it was you have your own set of people in a team. Like you have like Deathclaws actually fight with you, and like super mutants. Yeah, okay. Because there's a bunch of lore about that actually. Why Deathclaws were smart at one point. They're actually intelligent.
Really?
Yeah, but then the Enclave killed them all and
became brutes.
Yeah, it was the Enclave's fault. They did that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't know if you know too, but Bethesda actually bought that company who made Fallout beforehand. Like 1 and 2 was made by a different company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they went bankrupt, so then Bethesda bought them out.
Oh, okay.
And bought the IP for Fallout.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it's like, I guess a lot of the story changed too.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Like the Enclave used to be like chaotic evil. Like they were the most evil people ever.
Really?
Yeah.
And they were basically like a policing force, so probably.
Oh yeah,
that's what
for
I
sure.
assume.
For sure.
Also,
but we're getting off topic about that. Sorry,
yeah,
I'm going to lore. This is really interesting.
No worries.
But yeah, I played on Xbox. Thanks to one of my friends. You know, I played the beta with her, and it was fun. Like I actually really enjoyed it. Like this was actually what I wanted, and the first day I played, it didn't crash at all.
Was it better on the Xbox?
I think 76 is more optimized for consoles.
Really?
Because another friend of mine on PlayStation, because I can't base off only 2 people playing it,
Yeah.
I made him make an opinion out of it, like how well it runs.
Uh-huh.
But my friend on PlayStation, no problems at all.
Wow.
He said he really enjoyed it, and it was a perfect game for him.
Okay.
But I think it's more optimized for consoles. I think it's not only optimized for PC, because I know I heard that from controller to keyboard is really bad.
Okay.
It's really confusing playing on keyboard, like building, for example.
Yeah.
So after hearing that, I was like, okay, well, once I fix my PC issue, which is really stupid, I shouldn't get that in the first place. But once I fix that with Black Magic, I'll play with the controller because I don't want to deal with that
and
keyboard crap.
$1,000 later.
Yeah. The search for more money, pretty much. My walt's a giant abyss. But like, the second time I played, crashed significantly.
Wow.
Non-stop.
Oh, you were getting angry too, huh?
Oh yeah,
I can already picture your.
Yeah. You know how I get too. Sometimes, freaking out. That really pissed me off. But like, I get it. So it's a beta too. So it's like I can't really like be like, oh, this is why no one's played Fallout 76 and go like impulsive because I don't know, like it's a beta. Like they're still making sure that servers do well.
That's very true. I definitely agree with that because beta. I mean, it's not the full game, and it's meant to fix bugs.
Yeah,
you're supposed to turn in your reviews when you get a beta, or not. I mean, you don't have to, but let the company know to make it better.
Yeah,
make the game better. I mean, in the end, it's. I mean, not in the end, but it's also the gamer's responsibility to help the developer know what they need fixed so that they can make a game that is enjoyable for you. And I mean, I've heard many different things about the beta, and I'm interested in getting it. I kind of want to know a little bit more about it before I spend the $60 for it.
But don't worry, I can help you out.
No,
no, not the ping. I can tell you like what's about.
Oh yeah.
The gameplay aspects.
when you get more into it and you can figure it all out, and I'll watch probably more videos on it and get more into it and interested. Side note, that is not all the Fallout games I played. Those 2. I actually played Fallout Shelter. Thank you very much.
Oh god,
the best game. No, just
the best Fallout game. I actually played that too.
The best Fallout game there is. No,
did we have a rant about mobile games?
I
Fallout. Wait a second here.
Bad mobile games, and then Fallout mobile games fun though. But I mean, I thought it was a fun little game to play for a while, but I got sick of it and shut it off and played the real game.
The real game, nice.
Yeah, Fallout 4. But that was our little rant about video games and their state today. Kind of, Go ahead.
Sorry. Okay.
No worries.
Okay, we were talking about something.
Add something. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Feel free.
Okay. You're talking about like companies like rushing out games.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 companies have definitely probably done that.
Who?
Okay. One is the guys who made Assassin's Creed, that company. Ubisoft.
For what game?
Ubisoft. Assassin's Creed. That came out every
year. Well, I mean,
every year.
You could say that about Call of Duty.
Well, that too, though. Both of them
But they're still good running games. That's what I'm saying. Like, they still work well.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm kind of...
I interpret it as like...
I mean, rushing games as in the sense of releasing something that is incomplete.
Well, okay, so actually, I'll take my back what I said. Actually, I'm right, because... For example, I actually went to see Assassin's Creed Unity played. I saw it before it came out, actually. Funny story. And then that game was actually pretty buggy, actually, when we saw it play. Really? And I was like, bro.
Where did you see it play?
At Los Angeles, at a hotel. It was like a Ubisoft-only thing event.
Oh, okay.
They showed off new games.
I mean, they were probably showing it before finished product.
Yeah, but it wasn't looking good, bro. I mean, I know we just said the whole beta thing, like, we're supposed to test things out. Like, I know it's kind of like, I'm like being a hypocrite about it.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I had a bad feeling about it. And sure enough, when it came out, it was pretty bad. It actually didn't, like, gameplay was really, like, laggy and, like...
Well, didn't they release it at the same time as another game? Like, wasn't there 2 games coming out?
Okay, I think it was... I don't remember which... I think it was not Rogue? No.
It wasn't Black Flag, right? Why do I keep going back to Black Flag?
That was after.
That was after.
I mean, I'm not a big Assassin's Creed fan.
I'm not a big Assassin. I played one of those games, and I think it was Black Flag, and I liked the hide and go seek mode online. I thought that was fun.
Oh,
but anyway, go ahead.
Okay, that's interesting actually. But like Unity didn't like play well. Like it was really buggy, a lot of glitches in it, and I just kind of remember like the way you just asked, like those other companies that like release games like that. So I kind of remember one of them like Assassin's Creed Unity.
Okay.
So I think, like I said, like you said too earlier, that games or companies need to work on games more before releasing them because like
slow down. Just slow down.
Yeah, like I get the whole money. I get it. People want to get the money and go home.
That's why I go back to the Diablo Immortal thing.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going back and forth. I know.
I don't want to keep going on and on about it, but
like, I know. I think
companies need to slow down a little bit.
Everything comes full circle, I guess. But
yeah.
And it's just like I can be mad about this certain thing, but I can't be mad about that because like, well, I think about people's jobs and like that's important too.
Yeah.
But okay, as a gamer standpoint, for a game, Immortal shouldn't have happened.
All right, well, there's Chris's concluding opinion about Immortal, and he's like, it should be thrown in the fiery pits of the seven hells in Diablo.
Use the game function as like...
there's going to be memes about that, for sure. There's going to be funny memes about this game coming out.
There's one thing we didn't mention about what Blizzard did about them.
What?
Okay, so... like...
the fiery
the struggle
burning within Chris's heart was just intensifying with every second.
About to go Super Saiyan 3 in a second.
Diablo was mentioned.
But the PR team tried to remove the trailer off YouTube and re-upload it so the dislikes will come off.
Whoa. That's pretty... yeah.
I just remembered it right now. I forgot to mention it earlier. But
how did you find that out?
There's an article about it, I guess. Or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I mean, allegedly, I can't say it's true or not because, like, personally, I don't know. I didn't like see it actually happen. But allegedly, quote unquote, allegedly. So I would allegedly. So I would look it up for yourself or selves about it. But I heard that's what happened, and that's really bad for a company to do that.
Yeah.
It's like hiding put something in the basement and put it away. Like, that didn't exist. That didn't happen.
Yeah, okay. Just put it over there in the corner.
Yeah.
They won't see it.
If we leave it alone, it'll get better. Like,
that. I mean, in the end, companies just need. I mean, I don't work in the gaming company, so I can't say much at the same time. I can't be like, oh yeah, I'm smart. I'm the well-knowledged person, and I have the correct opinion, and you should all listen to me. But I mean, I personally, I think that they need to just slow down and complete a game and then worry about the next thing. Just complete the game and get it on. What the heck? Just get
cue music.
Continue. Get it on. Just continue.
Marvin Gaye.
Continue with extra content later on. Don't worry about what's next.
Yeah.
Finish before you go look to the horizon.
Listen to the gamers.
Yeah. And
we know it's right. Which one gave you money?
Yeah. Money.
Yeah, money goes around, right?
Yeah. But yeah, that being said, that's what we wanted to talk about in episode 2 with you guys, and tell us what you guys think about our opinions, our comments on the movie Halloween, and what we think about the video game industry and what's going on with that. And we hope to keep you guys informed on all these things, and hope you guys are enjoying the podcasts.
Yeah, it means a lot to us guys, and girls. You guys watch
guys
this.
And gals.
Yeah, dames and gents or whatever.
And peoples.
Yeah, peoples. But it means a lot to us that, Nick and I were doing this together, and because we really appreciate the entertainment industry. I was ranting about it earlier about certain things.
we definitely enjoy doing this. We're just having a good time making these as well.
Yeah, and it's fun, hear each other's opinions about it, and see if we can agree and disagree on certain things, and come to an understanding, I guess, or whatever. And
that's what makes good for discussion. Yeah, and keeps it all rolling. But anyway, guys, that's it for episode 2 of the Cultured Swine Podcast, and we hope to see you guys next week.
See you guys later. Take it easy.